Ban on open grazing. Northern Nigeria's scared southern slaves have finally achieved liberation. Ozekhome have averred that he averred that the northern elites were probably afraid that the South had finally woken up from playing slaves and might finally achieve overdue liberation. A senior advocate of Nigeria, San Mike Ozekhome, has questioned the rationale behind the reactions of some Nigerian elites to the decision of southern governors to ban open grazing in their region. In an article, Ozekhome stated that the unexpected kick by the northern elites over the resolution of the governors was not only worrisome but also illegal and unconstitutional. He averred that the northern elites were probably afraid that the South had finally woken up from playing slaves and might finally achieve overdue liberation. Ozekhome asked why northern governors, who held a virtual meeting on February 9th about urgent need to ban open grazing, would question the authority of the southern governors to hold a similar meeting and come up with similar resolution. He wrote, the sudden unexpected kick by some northern elites against the patriotic resolution passed last week at a meeting held in Asaba by the 17 southern governors of Nigeria is quite worrisome but definitely uncalled for. The kick is illegal, unconstitutional, and even immoral. I have since termed the Asaba resolution the accordial. The sudden hoopla and ruckus seems to suggest that these few vocal elements are suddenly scared of certain manifold effects that the unanimous resolution by the All Progressive Congress, People Democratic Party, Benin Anioma, Yoruba, Igbo, Ijo, Ikwere, Ibibio, and Efik leading lights may throw up. What are they afraid of? I do not know. Or do you? But let me do some quest mark here. They may probably be afraid that the South has finally woke up and taken off its Stockholm syndrome. I guess they are scared that the assumed long-suffering slaves of Nigeria may finally achieve their overdue liberation, liberty, and freedom, and attain their independence from the Asiatic grips of perpetual overload slaves, master, neocolonial mist, and territorial expansionist. Perhaps that may induce fear that the over belabored Greece, whose backside now achieve solely, may finally stop laying the golden eggs for their dominaries' consumptions and Bachelanians and self-centered chop alone's attitude. They may fear that under a true physical federation, accord on the true principles of federalism, everyone will now be required to contribute to the backing of national cake and not just merely sharing it. Let my fellow Nigerians please remind these historical revisionists that we are not all suffering from collective amnesia like the bambos of European history that learned nothing and forgot nothing. Let them know that we can clearly recall that it was the northern governors that actually first set the ball rolling at their virtual meeting of 9th February 2001 about the urgent need to ban open grazing. Their communique was to effect that open cattle grazing should be immediately abolished. The forum had then set up a 4-man committee headed by its chairman, Governor Simon Lelong of Plateau State, to implement their decision. This meeting was immediately followed upon the Northern Governors prodding by the 25th virtual meeting of All Nigerian Governors Forum. 2 days later, on the 11th February 2021, it was presided over by its chairman, Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State. At this meeting, all the 36 state governors unanimously agreed to end nomadic rearing of cattle, to end the open right and on the Raj grazing in Nigeria, and to transit to ranching and other modern system of animal husbandry in view of its adhere security effects on the country. At this meeting, Governor Lalong even presented an update on the northern governors' step at ending the scourge. So what has changed between February and May? Why the sudden and unexplicable Isan Egbamalihin acrobatic somersault by some of the same northern elites? Why the dripping legal criminal effusions? What are they worried about? What do they know that the rest of us Nigerians don't? Do they really want this country united under agreeable terms of social justice, equity, egalitarianism, mutual respect, and ethnic and religious tolerance? Well, that is just a very good question hitting the northern governors, because it was recalled that they were the one that own meeting in February 9th 2021 that open grace should be banned according to this news. Now the southern governors has held meeting in Asaba that open grace should be banned because of the destruction of farms and lives that are curtailed by Fulani herdsmen. They can no longer tolerate that. But the big question is, these Fulani herdsmen that comes from the north that are destroying the southern part, is that how they are destroying the northern part of Nigeria? No. Why is it that they brought the attitude of destroying farms and kill the owners in that aspect? We do not know, but all we know that it is what they were sent to do that they are doing. It is not surprising.